The brain, marijuana, and its medical use. Marijuana is one of the most commonly used drugs. There are approximately 300 million users. This drug comes from the plant Cannabis sativa. One of the main chemicals in this plant, called delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol or THC, is the one that causes the altered states of consciousness. Other chemicals include cannabidiol or CBD and cannabinol or CBN. But how does marijuana work in the brain and body? After a long research, scientists found the endocannabinoid system in the brain. Years later, the areas in which cannabis had an effect on the body and brain were identified and called cannabinoid receptors. THC is processed by the cannabinoid receptors found in various areas in the brain. These areas include the hippocampus, which affects memory, the cerebral cortex, which affects concentration, and the cerebellum, which affects movement. Later, a natural chemical for the body which also acts on cannabinoid receptors was discovered. In 1992, anandamide or 2-AG was discovered and it was classified as the brain's own THC, but scientists are still uncertain about the natural function this substance has in the brain and body. This chemical and the cannabinoid receptors are the ones that make the endocannabinoid system. The reason why marijuana affects several parts of the body is because, as already mentioned, the endocannabinoid system is found in various areas of the brain. But why does it affect? When marijuana gets into the organism by any means, either smoked, eaten, or drunk, THC gets into the brain really fast and it attaches to cannabinoid receptors. Since anandamide and THC are mostly similar, the endocannabinoid system reacts in an appropriate way to the incoming chemical. The presence of THC interferes with the normal functioning of the natural cannabinoid, which is anandamide, and this irregularity affects the communication between neurons. The effects marijuana has in the body can start from the first minute after consuming it, and this time can go up to 10 minutes. The effects this drug has in the body last approximately 3 or 4 hours. For example, THC affects the amygdala by causing panic and/or paranoia. Coordination can be affected because of the effects THC has on the cerebellum. Memory is affected by THC due to the effect it has on the hippocampus. THC affects the spinal cord by causing an altered pain sensitivity. The effect THC has in the nucleus accumbens is euphoria. Slowed reaction is an effect caused due to the effects THC has in the basal ganglia, and appetite is increased due to the effects THC has in the hypothalamus. Nowadays, one of the most common questions is if marijuana has a negative effects in brain and body and it's considered a harmful drug, how is it used as medicine in some cases? Marijuana has healing properties thanks to the high amount of cannabinoid it has. Medical marijuana is produced through seed exchange and specific breeding techniques in order to lower THC levels and raise cannabidiols. Cannabidiols interact with the cannabinoid receptors, which are not only located in the brain but in kidneys, liver, and immune system. Dr. Alan Frankel has used marijuana as a medicine for some patients and claims to have seen tumors get reduced and disappear using 40 to 60 milligrams of cannabinoids a day. Cannabidiol also helps with pain problems, anxiety issues, and it is also said to reduce sunburn if applied topically. Even when marijuana has properties that can help people with some medical issues, it is still seen as a harmful drug, and this is because sometimes breeding marijuana does not focus on CBD, which leads it to raise its THC levels. This is the reason why this plant is mostly known for the high effect it gives when used as a recreational drug. In conclusion, at the moment marijuana enters into the organism, not only the substances that cause the sensation of being high have an effect in the brain and body, but since the THC is the main chemical in marijuana, is the one that causes the biggest reaction. This does not mean that marijuana is 100% bad, because it also has substances that result in a natural way of medicine. Many aspects of marijuana are still controversial, but the inappropriate use of this substance is the one that led it to be classified as a dangerous drug and made people forget about the positive properties it has.